I'm not putting that in.
Hey, what's going on? Charlie here.
I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking.
Yay.
Today, Bulleit. I have a
Bulleit.
little Bulleit in the chamber.
Bulleit.
A little Bulleit bourbon here. This is a Bulleit hand-selected, because my hand just selected it. Hand-selected Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
This was a store pick from our local liquor store.
You don't say, because normally when they do a store pick, they put their little label on there, which is what I just took off. I took off the thing like, why is this doing on here? But that,
Right there.
That explains it. It's a store pick. So
Yes.
store picks are one-off single barrels. Normally they're single barrels. I guess it can be 2 or 3 barrels. But this is a store pick from our local watering hole with a mash bill, 68% corn, 28% rye, 5% malted, 4% malted barley. Math's hard. Did
you say the ABV?
No. In my teacher's defense, had they say, Charlie, to 7-year-old Charlie, you need to know math now because you're going to use it to drink whiskey later, I'd have paid attention.
You'd been like, what's whiskey, hopefully.
Fair. 52% ABV, so 104 proof. Okay. But Bulleit, I'm a big fan of the Bulleit rye, which is really an MGP 95.5 rye. But it's been a while since I've had Bulleit bourbon.
This is bourbon in my glass for sure. There is some chocolate and caramel and lemon.
Blind, I'm thinking this is Heaven Hill.
It goes for that kind of a...
Yeah, for the caramel oak. But to me, Heaven Hill has, I go to them for my caramels and my oaks. If I'm like, I want some caramel, okay, boom, I go to Heaven Hill.
Brown sugar, cherry.
I'm getting the spearmint and the clove of the rye, but it's mostly corn that I'm getting here. I'm getting a buttered corn on the cob. I'm about to blow your mind. Picture corn on the cob. It's got all the butter on there, but you have you go to the Disney Honey I Shrunk the Kids machine. You hit the converter so it blows everything up, and you get yourself a stick of spearmint gum. You blow that gum up, you slide the gum out, and you take that spearmint wrapper and you rub that foil up and down the buttered corn. And that's just what I got in my glass.
And that's what I live with. I mean, it can be fun sometimes.
You're welcome.
And other times it's like, man, how does your brain even work?
Man, I took you. I'm articulating for you what is in my glass. So that way you know, smell-o-vision.
But I totally get that. I totally get your spearmint wrapped corn.
You got to wrap the corn before you can roast it, folks.
Look at that. Do you smell that?
You want here? No? No, they don't want him.
Yeah.
They must be driving.
Oh, okay.
So,
well,
why are you watching this while you're driving?
Yeah, no kidding.
Eyes on the road.
Hands on the wheel.
Come on now.
These
I'm gonna have a good
guys
one.
these days.
Was that your soprano? These guys these days.
These guys these days.
These guys. You know, they're coming out with the Sopranos movie, which I wonder what James Gandolfini would have done with that if he were still around.
I've never seen The Sopranos.
Really?
Ooh. That is like a syrup honey caramel. You know, like the what you would drizzle on top of your ice cream?
I get what you're saying.
With some chocolate notes.
This
vanilla.
This is the orange filled chocolate in your Valentine's Day chocolate box. But a liqueur version of that. There is, to me, I'm getting heavy orange toffee. Like it's an orange Heath bar.
There's some orange in there.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to get an orange. I haven't had an orange zest in a long, long time. I love when I get orange zest.
I got some toffee. Yeah, that's more toffee than caramel.
I'll be honest with you, folks. 80% of bourbons have 80% of the same profile. I love orange zest because this is a unique profile that you don't get in much bourbons. To me, this separates itself from most bourbons. Orange zest is awesome to get in a bourbon.
I like orange. I like orange.
Yeah. When I first started drinking whiskey many moons ago, I get orange zest in a lot of things, and very rarely do I get it anymore.
I'm gonna go with 2 drops this time. 2 drops.
Good job, Jeff, for picking it. If you watch us, for picking this at
Central Wine and Spirits.
Yep. Central Wine and Spirits.
That's where our liquor store is.
But I'm not a wine guy, so I just go there for the spirits. And because it's centrally located.
Water didn't do much for me on the nose.
Nothing?
Not really. It didn't really open anything up for me on the nose.
I'm going to agree. Nope, same notes. Same notes.
Did crank up the peppers a little bit for me.
Ooh, there they are. Well,
but really that's all it did. It didn't change any, nothing new came out for me.
I like the better neat.
Yeah.
I don't know what score's going to be on this one.
It's tough, isn't it?
I kind of, on this, when I get stuck in these scores, I kind of want to know the price ahead of time so I can include that. But I shouldn't.
You should never include the price in the score of the juice. That's why we do price after juice.
Never? Never?
You should never do it. Never.
I do like, it's at least 4 years old. We know that because it's a straight. It's a non-age stated straight, so we know it's at least a 4. Bottled by Bulleit Distilling Company in Louisville, Kentucky. We did not go to Bulleit when we were on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail, did we?
No, we did not.
I think this is the first Kentucky bourbon we have reviewed since hitting the trail that we didn't buy at the distillery. Everything you've been seeing for months now is something we got at that actual distillery. What in the world are you writing calligraphy over there?
Well, you're chit-chatting, so I thought I'd take some time.
I was debating between an 85 and an 88. I went with an 87.
I did an 88, happy little snowman.
Huh. Well, you got the 3 strands of hair. Saving money on shampoo is what you're doing there.
They're kissing. See their little snow?
Oh. Yeah, it seems like
getting a hug.
Seems like there's some sexual harassment going on here. Maybe
No,
I'll take
they're
some
married.
training. There's no ring on that finger, although it is the right hand. So you're right, be on this side.
Can't see
And,
anything.
and how come she doesn't have a hand? Where's her hands at? Hand check. Hand check. Where's your hands at? Family show, folks.
Well, I didn't have enough time.
All right. What did somebody pay for it? You paid for it.
$60.
Ooh.
$60. I think it's a bit high.
Is it? Okay, so I was gonna ask if it was worth it. I don't think it is.
I think it's a bit high. It's close to where I think it should be, but I think 60 is still just a bit high. But
And what's normal Bulleit? Isn't a normal Bulleit like 30?
I don't know.
I think normal Bulleit's only like 30. Let us know down in the comments if you know what normal Bulleit costs or what you paid for in the past. And what are your thoughts on Bulleit?
Well, it was a store pick, so normally, we love store picks. So,
Yes.
had to get it.
Store picks are unique because they're always going to be single barrels. They're going to be something unique to that specific store. Yeah, it's a bit much for me. I would love this at 30.
Yeah.
I'd buy it again at 30. It's a bit much.
Bit much.
Bit much. Yep. Anything to add, Gene?
No, I have nothing else to add.
Charlie.
And I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.
Thirsty folk.